Yo, man, what's good? It's your boy Crown the Barber. And today, we doing a low temp fade on an Afro. So this cut is better known as a blowout. And so as you can see, we're gonna start off with the guidelines first. I'm only gonna do one side and the back side just for video purposes. So we're gonna start off with the clippers open. Now we're gonna take a 4 and take the weight out. Just a little bit, man. We wanna keep it real low, so we don't wanna go too high. Like I always tell y'all, keep that comb in y'all hand, So we're gonna go in with a 1, create our next guideline. And like I said, we don't wanna go too high, so we wanna be mindful of that. Now we're going in with a 2. So as you can see, I'm flicking it, because it's a fro and I don't want to dig in it. I just want to give it just enough to create that little guideline, that little small guideline. Now we're taking the line out. This is a 1.5. I'm trying to take that little line out as much as we can. Like I said, we ain't digging in it. And pay attention to me using the edge of the clipper. Don't have to use the whole clipper to get this fade, man. Just use the edge. Now we're taking out the next line with a 0.5. With these kind of cuts, I like to do the feathering technique. The feathering technique is something very classic. You know what I'm saying? Very useful. You got to be mindful of how you use it, because you can create bald spots if you don't do it correctly, so be mindful of that. But the feathering technique is a great technique for this kind of cut. Now we're going in with the clipper open. Try to get that line out as much as possible. And then we're gonna get the last line out with the clipper closed. And here's how I start the feathering process. Just using the edge of the clipper. Don't want to dig too much, but really want to be mindful, seeing the dark spots, trying to get them out. Something that you have to practice and get better at over time. So, don't be too concerned if it don't come out the way you want to the first time. And now we just knocking out some of that weight. So I don't too much worry about the weight at this moment, because I'm gonna use the clipper to shape up the Afro, which is gonna take a lot of the weight out. Using that feathering technique again. So now we in the back of the head, and we're gonna do the same technique. You know, the basic technique, creating layers, step by step, creating guidelines, taking the guidelines out. Please take in consideration that every hair is not the same. So every haircut is not going to blend the same way. If you can see in the back of his head, he got hair going in different directions. So make sure you pay attention to that. This is the same step-by-step process. So because his hair is curly and his hair goes in different directions, you're not gonna really see the guideline as much as you would want to, but you wanna use your eye and see the weight that's in it and try to get the weight out as much as possible. I use a lot of feathering in this haircut. Using the side of my clipper, as you can see, to get them lines out. If you pay attention, you can see the direction where his hair is going, and I just go against that direction. Make sure you keep the comb in your hand, man. Utilize that comb. That comb is gonna allow you to see everything. It's gonna allow you to push the hair in the direction that you want it to go as you're cutting. So that comb is very, very important, man. Can't stress that enough. This right here is going to take a lot of the weight out in the back. So as I shape it up, it's going to come out better and better. Some people utilize clip over comb with this process. And sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't, honestly. And you can use that. I'll do another video on that later on, but So right here we're using a holding spray. I have my gamma trimmers, man. Great clippers. As you can see, I use them a lot. Again, all worn out, time for me to buy some new ones. But man, as you know, man, clippers can last a long time. And these are great clippers, man. I love these clippers. You know, the blades are on point. So I enjoy using these. We're gonna get that line right, man. And this right here is a natural cut. We ain't using no enhancements on this cut right here. Be mindful of that seat cup. Don't take it too far back. You know, try to keep it as natural. We wanna make sure that when the hair grow back, it don't grow back crazy. See, that's when you know if you did a good job, is how that hair grow back. You know what I'm saying, after the cut. You can have a client get out your chest sharp, but then in 3 days, 4 days, when that hair start growing back, it start to look crazy because you don't push the hairline back. You don't want to push the hairline back. You want to keep it as natural as possible. So whatever his natural line is, that's just what it is. Now, like I said in previous videos, that when you put a line on it, you really get to see the transition of the fade. See what you need to work on, see if you need to, you know, if you can't see it before the line, you definitely will see it after the line. So, you know, we go ahead and slap the line on there, man, and see what we got to work on and what we need to change or whatever like that, if we need to change anything or add to anything. And then, you know, go crazy. Don't want to go too high around that ear, man. That's another thing. I see a lot of people do go high around the ear. Do not go high around the ear unless his natural line is already high. If his natural line is high, that's one thing. But if his natural line is not high around the ear, do not go too high around that ear. So now, we're about to get into scoping the fro. And the best way to scope a fro is having dry hair. You want that hair dry as much as possible. I advise most people that when they scoping the afro, use a surgical blade. Surgical blades are great for shaping up afros. This is not a surgical blade, but the JRL clipper is great for scoping afros. I think I do about 95% of my afros with the JRLs. it's just a great clipper to scope for afros. Something about that blade, man, you know. Also, if you get someone hair that has grease or oil in it, anything of that sort, just wash their hair, man. Wash their hair so you can get the best results. The best results is from a clean, dry head. You see how easy the hair just come off? Easy, because the hair is dry. I'm just letting the clippers do all the work. As you can see, I'm using the clippers to get the blend right as well. So this helps the blends get right, man. So any kind of weight that I left, I use those clippers to get that blend, to get that weight out. And take your time, man, when you're scoping these fros, man. Don't rush it. You know, try to get it as even as possible. Believe in your eye, believe in your vision. You know what I'm saying? You know how you want it to look. And just create, man. Just create. So my boy right here, he like to have the afro out. Most people, they like to sponge it. So I shape it up right. So, you know what I'm saying? So when they sponge it, it look right when they sponge. You feel me? Like, you don't want an uneven hair and then you trying to sponge it. It looks crazy, bro. You have all type of dents in your hair. You know, it don't look smooth, it don't look clean. And even though you going for a nappy look, you still want your hair to look right. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I suggest to anyone, if you gonna get the nappy fro, man, shape it up, man, make it look like something, and then nap it up. That way it's a rugged, clean look. Now we got them shears, man. We just getting off little loose hairs with them shears, man, finishing up. love scoping froze, man. I love scoping styles, different styles. It's cool. Man, so the finished product, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in, man, tapping in on this video, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Put in the comments whatever requests that you have for the next video, man, and I got you. Like I said, man, stay tuned. And I appreciate y'all. One.